This is your king of the LA Hustlers. Looking at this incredible Freddy Krueger outfit, cosplayer. We got the Voodoo King. This one's a little bit more easier on the eyes than this guy. That's an incredible costume. Oh my goodness. That is sick. Now that is how you cosplay.
And then together with my friend over here.
So this one, I wouldn't mind her trying to kill me in my dreams either. Look at that. That's just wrong. That's how we do it out here in LA. That's incredible. Oh. So, here we are. We're going here. We're doing our thing. We're looking at monsters. Godzilla. Tomorrow Godzilla is going to be here. And it's going to be incredible. Not sure if I'm making it tomorrow, but it's been incredible. That's the man himself right there. Linda Miller. This is... That's him. Hey. Look at that. Look at that right there. All this. That is the designer of Godzilla. Greetings, loyal subjects of the Hollywood Hustle Show. Your Hollywood Hustler King, L.A. Rob, is here. I am back from the 2016 Monsterpalooza events, and I come to you, my loyal subjects, to tell you exactly what I've seen. It was quite an amazing event. Many horror aficionados and celebrities were there of note. I had seen the iconic Linda Blair was there. Hellraiser himself, the actor who played him, Doug Bradley, was there in all his legendary magnificence. Tom Savini. For those of you who are not familiar with who Tom Savini is, he is a superstar special effects artist. You may have seen his work in Dusk Till Dawn. He is an incredible effects artist. I had a chance to chat with him. He said he's currently working on something. He can't really talk about it, but he's currently working on stuff now, and I found that very interesting. The actor Fred Williamson, he was there. He is an iconic actor from the blaxploitation era, Black Caesar. He was also in From Dusk Till Dawn. Incredible actor with a legendary filmography. He has not changed a bit. Black definitely does not crack. And then, like I say, I've seen the cast of Starship Troopers. Casper Van Dien was there. So many actors and so many faces that I've seen in movies throughout the years were just right in front of me. So it was an incredible event. It was just monsters everywhere. I will definitely say, I attended on a Sunday. I attended on a Saturday. I attended the event on a Saturday. And if you can, it was definitely worth my time. It was in Pasadena this year. Last year it was in Burbank. I attended 2 panels when I did, and the panels were very insightful and enjoyable panels. I attended special effects, creature, the art of creature design. I believe the artist lecturing was an artist I've been familiar with. Was Sandy Colera. Those of you not familiar, he He directed a short film back in the early 2000s called Batman Dead End, where Batman versus the Predator and the alien creature from Aliens. Um, you know, very cool, very talked about, very viral film. And in that lecture, he talked about the nature of creativity, saying that creativity starts with the mind, and from the heart, you create. You create your art, and and when creating your art, you should, when everyone is going right, you should go left. You should do what the other person is doing. He was saying that, with the zombie culture, the zombie craze now is, zombies are, um, zombies are definitely a staple of horror, and I am inclined to agree. I think that, um, I believe that, there were some very excellent points made. I attended another panel called The State of Horror, where these gentlemen from Blumhouse, directors, producers, really talked about where horror is going, um, and you know how has the landscape changed, and I thought that was really fascinating. So all you hustlers out there making films and stuff, what they were saying is, the studio system is not the end all be all. If you want to sell your movie to a large studio, you should consider going to Netflix or Hulu, because they are definitely leading the way to developing new original content. Because the thing is with the studio system now is what they were saying. They'll make a movie and they'll give it to a test audience, and based off what that test audience and how high that movie or how low that movie scores, especially in horror, which is inherently an unpleasant viewing experience. What you're not gonna get, a product that is gonna be well received. People will like it, people don't like it, and it's just runs the gamut. Whereas Netflix allows artists and directors to stay true to their vision. But the problem with Netflix is that um, filmmakers are making less money, but they're getting more exposure. Versus in a theatrical, you can potentially make a lot more money, um, and also get exposure. The breakthrough film they were talking about is It Follows, which is a film that your king highly recommends you seeing. It Follows made a lot of money. It was ended up being this success. So I come to you to say that Monsterpalooza 2016 was definitely a excellent, entertaining experience, and your king highly recommends, if um, if you have the time. I believe the Son of Monsterpalooza is going to happen in September, in Burbank, and I will be there, and I will be wearing my crown as well. And I also want to say, and I want to react to an amazing movie, which I learned from Monsterpalooza that there was a film directed by director Mike Flanagan. It's a film called Hush, which premiered at the South by Southwest Film Festival. That's in Austin, Texas. This movie was very, very entertaining. Um, it was about it's about a woman who is deaf, and she's being stalked by a killer. Um, During the presentation, they were saying with horror movies at this point, horror is tending to move towards from, as the early days there were, creatures and monsters like Jeepers Creepers, The Mummy, Frankenstein, all of which are movies that require large budgets. Before that, they removed, it was remakes. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a remake. And then after that, it was constant remake, but the remakes, the quality of the remakes weren't really that good. Carrie was another remake that people who had these licenses, had the rights. They were just calling up studios left and right trying to get their projects out. So now, now the horror is now becoming human. It's just an everyday human threat. So in this movie, Hush, spoilers for Hush if you haven't seen it, but in this particular movie, it's about a woman. Like I said, as I said before, she's deaf, and the stalker, walks right into her house. She doesn't hear him, and begins taking photos of her and sending it to her cell phone. And then, then from there on, it's like, it's a straight up thriller, because now you have a person who can't call 911. They can't, necessarily call for help in the traditional sense. They are definitely cut off and isolated, which is one of the tropes of a good thriller. And the unpredictability of the horror genre of being stalked by someone, threatened. So I found this movie very good. So I definitely will. I will give this movie. I will give this movie a royal thumbs up, and I definitely would recommend all my hustlers to go see it. If you have any questions for your king, I will be more than happy to address them. In this wonderful technology that we have, I will give you a response. I've been considering, doing the LA Rob answers questions. So any questions you may have for your king, I will answer them. Yes, so definitely go see Hush. The Monsterpalooza 2016 was quite an entertaining experience. So your king definitely gives that the royal thumbs up. Hustlers, continue striving for excellence, and your king will see you out there. Goodbye.
You may now subscribe to the Hollywood Hustle.